Do HRV gadgets actually work, or are they just expensive stress trackers? From wrist wearables to chest straps to sleek smart rings, these popular devices were put to the test for both accuracy and real-world usability. Some delivered impressive results, others not so much. Here's what actually works and what's worth your money, what we're testing and why. Heart rate variability, or HRV, is an indicator of how your autonomic nervous system is doing. It helps show how stressed or recovered your body is. Higher HRV generally means better recovery and resilience. Lower HRV can mean stress, fatigue, or illness. So we tested 3 categories: wrist wearables, everyday smartwatches and fitness bands, chest straps, the ECG-style sensors, and smart rings, small, 24/7 wearables that promise continuous HRV. For each device, we looked at 2 things: accuracy, how closely the device's HRV numbers matched a clinical-grade ECG chest strap during rest and light activity, and usability, comfort, battery life, ease of getting usable HRV readings, for example, overnight during a quick morning test, and app clarity. The methodology. We compared devices side by side, overnight recordings, 5-minute seated baseline tests, and quick post-workout checks. For a ground truth, we used a high-quality ECG chest strap as our reference for accuracy during tests, because ECG is the clinical standard. We tested multiple people, different ages, fitness levels, to see how consistent results were across users. And yes, we logged the real-life annoyances, syncing glitches, skin irritation, and how many times we actually remembered to charge the devices. Wrist wearables. Wrist wearables are the easiest to use. They're comfortable and double as daily watches. But they use photoplethysmography, or PPG in short, which reads blood flow at the wrist. PPG works great for heart rate at rest and during steady activity, but HRV is far more sensitive and can suffer from motion and placement. What we found: accuracy at rest/overnight. Wrist devices gave reasonably close trend data. They captured directional changes, HRV up or down, that lined up with the chest strap overnight about 70 to 85% of the time, depending on the device and how still the wearer was. During movement/workouts, accuracy dropped. PPG struggles with motion. HRV numbers became noisy and unreliable during runs, or HIIT. Usability, outstanding. Long battery life on many models, easy apps, and automatic overnight collection made data effortless. So if you want HRV trends for sleep and daily readiness, wrist wearables are excellent. If you need clinical-grade numbers or accurate post-exercise HRV, they're not the gold standard. Chest straps. Chest straps use ECG electrodes, the same principle hospitals use. That makes them the most accurate for short HRV tests and during activity. What we found: accuracy, very high. Chest straps match the clinical reference very closely for short-seated tests and during exercise. Usability, mixed. They can be uncomfortable for long-term 24/7 wear, and sweat can make them annoying. But for focused HRV testing, the 2 to 5 minute morning orthostatic test, or during workouts, they're unbeatable. Battery and pairing. Most have long battery life and solid Bluetooth pairing, but they don't collect long overnight trends unless paired with a device continuously. Bottom line, chest straps provide the best accuracy, but the worst convenience. Smart rings. Smart rings promise the best of both worlds. Clinical grade-ish data in an always-on, ultra-comfortable form factor. They use PPG at the finger, and some devices combine multiple sensors, temperature, SpO2, motion, to improve algorithms. What we found: accuracy overnight. Rings performed surprisingly well for overnight and morning resting. HRV. They were closer to chest straps than most wrist PPG devices in steady conditions. During activity, like wrist PPG, rings get noisier with heavy movement, but often outperform wrist devices because the finger sees steadier blood flow during many activities. Usability, excellent, comfortable, discreet, and automatic overnight tracking. Battery life is typically several days to a week, depending on model and features. Bottom line, rings are a strong middle ground, better real-world accuracy than most wrist PPG for overnight, and easier to wear than a chest strap. Summary of findings. Here's a quick recap. If you want the most accurate HRV numbers for short tests and during workouts, go with chest strap. If you want automatic trends, sleep insights, and zero fuss, go with smart rings, and higher-end wrist wearables are best. Rings slightly edge wrist PPG for accuracy overnight. If convenience and ecosystem matter, phone integration coaching. Go with wrist wearables win, but expect noisier HRV during movement. Recommendations? Who should buy what? Recommendations tailored to you. You're an athlete who needs accurate HRV right after training? Chest strap. You want daily readiness and sleep coaching without thinking about it? Smart ring or high-end wrist wearable that supports overnight HRV. You're a casual user curious about stress and recovery trends? Any modern wrist wearable will give useful directional insights. Also, if you want to track change over time, consistency matters more than absolute accuracy. Using the same device consistently gives the most actionable trend data. Most reputable brands. Not every device is created equal, especially when it comes to something as sensitive as heart rate variability. When comparing the most reputable brands across categories, a few clear leaders consistently rise to the top thanks to their data accuracy, user experience, and long-term reliability. In wrist wearables, Apple, Garmin, and Whoop stand out for delivering dependable HRV tracking supported by powerful software ecosystems and recovery-focused insights. In the smart ring space, Aura has set the benchmark for accurate overnight HRV and sleep analysis, while Circular continues gaining attention for innovation and comfort. And for those who prioritize raw measurement accuracy above everything else, chest strap manufacturers like Polar and Wahoo remain the gold standard, using ECG-based sensors trusted by athletes and coaches worldwide. Final verdict. So, which ones actually work? All of them for the right use case. Chest straps work when accuracy during activity matters. Rings and higher-end wrist wearables work best for effortless, daily tracking and sleep-based HRV trends. Cheap wristbands can show trends, but will be noisier. My pick for most people who want a single set-and-forget device. A smart ring or a reputable wrist wearable for nightly HRV trends. And add a chest strap if you need clinical-grade tests for training. If you like this breakdown, hit like and subscribe. We'll do deep dives on specific devices soon, battery tests, app walkthroughs, and so on. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, listen to your body, and I'll see you in the next one.